Hallie had just filled up his car and was getting ready to pay when he suddenly felt something was off. The cash in his pocket had inexplicably turned into powder. Shocked, Hallie seemed to have a realization. He quickly drove back to his village, grabbed the scattered bills from the floor, and rushed to the window to throw them out. He watched intently as they carried the cash away, silently praying that his suspicion wasn't true. However, in an instant, the once brand new bills turned to dust. To confirm his theory, Hallie went upstairs to retrieve a famous Van Gogh painting. He opened the front door of the villa and placed the painting at the boundary between the inside and outside. Almost immediately, something bizarre occurred. The part inside remained intact, while the section outside began to decay at a rapid pace, ultimately turning to dust before his astonished eyes. Gazing at the painting, now only half intact, Hallie resolved to uncover the mystery behind it all. He then took a hammer and started smashing the wall like a madman. But what he saw next left him completely stunned. The wall was filled with wires, and when he lifted the floorboards in the music room, they were also packed with wires. Just as Hallie was trying to process the shock, he noticed his wife Fanny was about to take their son outside. But Fanny to stop her. Hallie opened the door and stepped out. Terrified, dropped the hammer and dashed to the entrance. He was about to call them back when he suddenly had a change of heart. At that moment, the children outside began to cry, their once pale faces turning bright red. Fanny looked down in panic, noticing that her son's baby shoes were decaying rapidly. Frightened, she shouted Hallie's name at the top of her lungs. Despite hearing his wife's desperate cries, Hallie couldn't find it in himself to act. In a flash, he sprinted to her side, took the baby from her, and ran back inside. But the baby's shoes fell to the ground and instantly turned to ash. What happened next left them both in shock. The baby in Hallie's arms grew up in less than a minute. To understand how this all unfolded, we need to go back a few days. Hallie had stumbled upon a hole in the wall, and after tearing away the damaged wallpaper, he discovered a rusty steel door behind it. Remembering two iron pieces he had found earlier, he realized they'd actually opened the door when combined. Curiously, the couple stepped through the door, only to find a barren, empty room. However, as soon as Fanny entered, the lights in the corridor began to flicker wildly. This prompted Hallie to call in an electrician for repairs. But when they arrived in the villa's basement, they were both taken aback by the sight in front of them. Messy wires and mysterious instruments covered the walls, looking like they had been there for centuries. The electrician inspected the wiring and declared he was out of his depth, but before leaving, he warned Hallie that the villa was an ill-fated place, explaining that the previous owner had died at the hands of their child. Those words sent chills down Hallie's spine. He hurried back inside to look for more information, and indeed, he found the incident the electrician mentioned. Frustrated, he retreated to the empty room to drink, casually muttering a few words. As soon as the words left her mouth, the lights in the room started to flicker. In the next moment, a brand new bottle of beer appeared right in front of her on the ground, causing Hallie to jump in surprise.